Hey Nomads, thanks so much for checking out this video. This is the latest in the series where I rank stuff. No, I'm not being rank, I'm ranking things. What a dumb joke. I got a million of them. All right, just ask my kids, right? Dad joke galore. Anyways, this is where I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite songs by the one and only Roy Orbison. For some reason, I have loved this artist since I was a kid. I know it's kind of a weird artist to love as a child, but there was just something about his voice that always drew me to. I've always admired him. And so, yeah, we're going to run down my top 10 favorite songs of his. So, before we get too much further into this, let me give you my little quick blurb and spiel. Here's where I'm going to ask you to like, comment, share, subscribe. Please check out all my different social media stuff. And lastly, if you want to be awesome, you can throw me a tip over on Venmo at OneManDuet. I appreciate any and all of that support. And thanks for watching. So, let's run the theme song and then get into the top 10. A band with just one dude, no reason to fret. I may pretend rock star, it's Nate's one-man duet. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Top 10 favorite Roy Orbison songs. This is a Nomad production. Nomad. Nate's one-man duet, in case you didn't know. All right. So, let's start at number 10. Good place to start. Let's see. Ooby Dooby. Okay. Ooby Dooby. Ooby Dooby. Oh, silly title, but actually a pretty classic sounding rock and roll song. I really love the stylings and chords and the music of this song. Maybe he could have picked something different to say, because Ooby Dooby is fun. But it really does showcase some really great guitar work from his band. He always seemed to really surround himself with some real top-notch musicians, and here's a great example of that. So there you go. Ooby Dooby. Number 10. All right. Let's see. What could be at number 9? We got Blue Angel. Yeah, that's right. Now, this is a really cool, classic, kind of doo-wop sounding song. He really had a great way of kind of pulling very heavily, as a lot of these songs have a lot of those components, especially with his background singers. Roy's voice and his range are really highlighted really awesomely in this song. I mean, as in so many of his songs, but that one in particular. And this one also has some particularly beautiful orchestration. Really, really enjoy that song. So there you go. That's number 9. Let's check out number 8. Oh, nice xylophone. Roy was a master xylophone player. Not too many people know that. I'm making that up. Okay. Focus. Blue Bayou. This song is awesome. Again, I talked earlier about some of the backing vocal work. This is a great song that has a lot of that really awesome stuff. The range of his vocals are just so deftly sublime. He has such a great way of kind of dipping in. He's got that like lower, really nice. And then also, just in a way that's, he always has such power in his upper range. I've always been a huge admirer of that. The instrumentation of this song is so iconic. I'm pretty sure it's like a harmonica, whatever that, there's a really identifiable part. I just love, this song is so great. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, enough said. Let's look at number 7. What could it be? It's over. Okay. We're done with this list. It's over. Oh, no, the song, it's over. Confused myself. I told you I'm going to make lots of stupid jokes here. The thing that I like the most about this song is it's so dramatic. It's like my teenage daughters. Okay. They won't like that. That's okay. They won't watch this video anyway. Ha! All right. And the thing that's really cool is that this song is kind of always building, and then it reaches this apex, an epic conclusion. It's over. Just, it's awesome. It's an awesome song. All right, let's see. What could be next? Yeah, that's right. Number 6. I know how to count backwards. Mean Woman Blues. Now, this is a cool song. I got a woman mean as she can be. It's a pretty straightforward song, quite honestly. But when you have someone who is so supremely talented as Roy Orbison, even the simple songs become fantastic, right? He has this one moment and he goes, well, yeah, it's my favorite part of the song. It's so good. And then he also does like this growl that's famous in a couple of his songs. And I had to laugh. I heard it in this one. I was like, oh yeah, he does it here too. It's kind of an iconic sound of his, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's got to have a gimmick, huh? And then again, I talked a little bit earlier about the power of his higher register really on display in this song too. As in so many of his songs, he was truly a powerhouse vocally. It was incredible. All right, let's see what we got here at number 5, Dream Baby. This song is a total vibe. I said vibe, a total vibe. It's I think that was a combination of baby and vibe. It's a vibe. Yeah, this song is interesting because it has this really timeless quality, but it's still definitely rooted in a very retro thing. And Roy Orbison, I didn't really go through and look what years he was recording this, but I think he was recording it and purposefully kind of really pulling on some more retro sounds, even at the time that he was recording it, even though he's an oldies artist. And as I've said a couple of times, the backing vocals, so good in this song. All right, let's check out number 4. Okay, there we go. Only the lonely. Oh, this song. The Chris Isaak version of this, as a non sequitur, also fantastic, but, no one beats Roy Orbison. Chris Isaak comes close. All right, just such an iconic example of his style. If you want to know the majesty of Roy Orbison's voice, Only the Lonely is a great place to start. His voice. That's my next note. It's just incredible. Legendary backing vocals. I feel like a bit of a broken record here, but there are a couple of things that really stand out with Roy Orbison. His voice, the backing vocals, and this kind of like retro vibe that he often had. It's just so, so, so good. All right, heading into the top 3. What's rounding out number 3, Crying. Oh man, what a beautiful song. Just so good. Instantly identifiable by the opening rhythm, right? Doom, 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 doom. Just the minute that starts, I'm like, I know exactly what this is. Very few songs are identifiable like within the first 2 seconds, right? But this is one of those songs that totally is. It's such a small little detail, but one of my favorite moments in this song is when you stopped and the music stops. When you stopped to say hello. The stopping on the word stop, again, kind of gimmicky, kind of silly, but I think it's so great. I love those little details, right? Those little nuances are so fantastic. Soaring vocals in this song, just peak Roy Orbison, right? I mean, if you want a good iconic example of his style and his genius, this is a great place to start. All right. So let's see what's in at number 2. You got it. Anything you want, you got it. I think this, as a kid, this was one of those songs that this was my song when I was a kid. I don't know why. Maybe it was because anything that I wanted, I got. I was a spoiled little shit. Probably true. I don't know. Okay, anyways. This song gets me right from the opening. Again, such iconic intros that he had. He was so good at that. I also totally love the answer backs and the backing vocals. I love my life to be with you. It's just, again, a little gimmicky, maybe, but it again, this kind of roots in retro things that was super common in R&B and Motown and things, and he's borrowing from these styles of music so beautifully. The timpani, I think that's how I say it. We'll pretend like that's right. Drums in the chorus, just the perfect touch, right? I mean, anything you want, doom, doom, you got it. It was so awesome. Whoever came up with that. I would have loved to have been in the recording session where they're like, hey, can we do that? Is that okay? And the person was like, yeah, that's awesome. It would have been funny to see how that came about. I also loved the little hiccuped, like, syncopation towards the end. You do anything you want. So good. All right, so there you go. You got it at number 2. Yeah, number 1, I didn't even bother to make you wait. It was really obvious, right? Oh, Pretty Woman, from the drum intro. Ta, 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 ta. The iconic riff. Da 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 da. I love covering this song. It has some really interesting chord structures as you get further into the song. But this song is just classic right from the very, very beginning, between that drum and that guitar riff. So great. Earlier, very early on in this video, I was talking about his iconic growl. This is the song that really features that. I can't, he's like rolling his tongue and I can't do it, but it's awesome. I also really love in the parts where he's kind of like, it takes on this very kind of loose vibe where he's talking, and it's interesting because it kind of makes everything feel a little loose, but it's also like a longing that is communicated, and which is, exactly what the song is about. It so perfectly fits the theme of the song. So there you go. That is my favorite. It's a little cliche. I'm sure it's probably his most common song, and maybe that's for a reason, because it's really, really good. So I wish I was clever enough to have some other opinion, but I don't. This is my favorite one. And so tell me about your favorites in the comments. I'm really interested. Do you have some songs that maybe I missed and didn't include, or would you kind of reorder things? Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you so much for watching. Hope you've had a great time. And please check out all the other videos on my channel, whether it's more of these ranking stuff, or, I got blind karaoke, listen and react. That's the hacky stuff that I do. All of it's hacky, let's be clear, let's be honest, okay? No, but I do a bunch of actual covers where I actually play some music on my channel too. Those are the things that I really enjoy doing, although these videos are fun too, not gonna lie. But yes, please do feel free to check out any and all of those things. They're organized by playlists. You can have a grand old time. There's, I don't know, hundreds of videos, maybe. I've never counted, but I think that's the case. So enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Finger guns, really? Oh yeah.